Hey guys, welcome to Drew Code Sports Talk. I am your host, Andrew Wright. Over here to my right, your left, is my co-host, Cody Johnson. Cody, NFC Championship is set. So let's get going on it. Guys, we have the Rams and the Saints in New Orleans. Cody, everyone in the world, or the people that watch this, whatever it is, they want to know who you have winning and why.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure.
Okay, so we're going to go do the old Drew Code process here, or Drew's process.
No, that's Drew Code. That's Drew Code process.
Drew Code. Okay, good. So we're going to base off the coach, defense, quarterback. Okay, so we'll start with the defense. In my humble opinion, I think the Rams clearly have the better defense. They've got Sue, they've got Darnold, they got Fowler, and they also have, of course, Talib and Peters, Joyner, some really great defense right there. I think I'd give that to the Rams. Better quarterback, though. This is tough because it's really age and experience, but I'm going to go with experience. So I'm going to say Drew Brees is the better of the two quarterbacks. And now we're tied down the middle. So if I had to go with the best coach, I'm going to say it is Sean McVay. So he's kind of just been this prodigy of a head coach at only the ripe age of 32 years old. Believe it or not, he's only a couple years older than us. We could be coaching right now in the NFL. I mean, I think I saw him one time on TV somewhere. NFL teams. I know some people. No, but in all seriousness, though, I think the Rams are going to go ahead and take this one. I know that they went against the Saints earlier in the season. The Saints got to them when they were red hot. Saints are a completely different team when they're at home in the Dome, but I also think that'll play to the Rams' strength because this is kind of true, too. California teams don't do well in cold weather. We're not playing in cold weather. We're playing in the Dome. Yeah. And I think that's going to help a lot, especially with their aerial passing, especially the run game with Gurley. I don't think the Saints' offensive line is going to be able to have an answer for Anderson and Gurley and all the offensive weapons. So with all that being said, I think that the Rams ultimately are going to be representing the NFC in the Super Bowl this year.
Well, that's funny. I thought you were going to go with Saints. Judging from the process that I used, I agree with you with Drew Brees. I agree with you with the Rams defense. I actually thought you were going to fight me on the Rams defense because technically during the year, Saints defense ended as 14th best defense. Rams ended in the 19th. So I thought you were going to fight me on it. So I was ready to fight you back, but you agreed. So yes, I believe that the Rams are. I mean, if you saw what they did against the Cowboys, I don't think there's any denying that all of a sudden they snapped into place and they were ready to go. Aqib Talib, actually, other than the bad penalty that he had, I felt like he was really good. And unfortunately, he got injured during the game too. But I felt like all of a sudden Marcus Peters looked better. Aaron Donald was. God, he was getting tackled. I was amazed that they didn't get a flag called on them. But Ndamukong Suh really showed up. He actually impressed me. I mean, he reminded me of watching him in his college years. So I agree with you on that. With the coach, I think Payton is the better Sean of the two. Okay. I think Sean Payton, because he's been there, he's won a Super Bowl. He has that experience. And that's why I went with Drew Brees, because he has that experience. I believe he's the smarter quarterback. Even though I love Sean McVay. So my process said the Saints, but I'm still going with the Rams. And the reason I'm going with the Rams, I know I shouldn't go against the process because I did it last time. Folks. He's going with the heart. I'm picking with what I did previously. I chose the Patriots and the Rams, and I think I texted you this. I had the Patriots and the Rams in the Super Bowl after Week 1. Actually, before the season, and then even after Week 1. I still feel that way. I want to be right because I got 2 in the Final 4. So why not just go for it all? If I'm wrong, I won't be surprised because, like I said, I went over it and I felt like the Saints were the better team. But overall, I just think that Sean McVay, what he's doing with this Rams offense is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like for a long, especially in the first quarter, it felt like that Saints offense just needed something to go, and it wasn't going.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked bad for a while, and luckily, although Foles had a pretty decent game towards the end, he was shut down pretty well, and the receivers for the Eagles and the running game, it wasn't going for the Eagles. And I think, honestly, a lot of luck came into the Eagles losing that game rather than the Saints winning.
Sure. I mean, the Eagles really had a hard time stopping Michael Thomas, for sure.
Yeah.
And, even with Alvin Kamara, with how versatile he is as being a catch and a running back, and he's so fast.
Yeah.
So I think, though, that the Saints are going to find it a little bit more troublesome. I think if Talib is cleared to play, he'll be a better matchup with Thomas because he's longer. However, Thomas will probably body him, but hopefully with Joyner over the top, they can double him.
Yeah.
They just got to watch out for Ted Ginn Jr. over the top, which is what I always would watch out. And if the D-line of the Rams can stop either Ingram or Kamara, I would stop Kamara before I'd stop Ingram. I think Kamara is going to be the one that would break your back. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think I texted you a couple of weeks ago that I thought the Chiefs and the Rams were going to represent the NFC, or were going to represent the Super Bowl, but I'm kind of going against my AFC pick because Patriots. It's December, or excuse me, it's January now. It's the most important time in football. They're probably going to be in the Super Bowl. I mean, there's been more they've been in the AFC Championship and the Super Bowl longer than probably most young generations will know.
And I do want to say this: no matter who you guys pick or who actually ends up winning, this year's Super Bowl is going to be a win-win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is. No matter if it's the Chiefs and Rams, I mean that's a great matchup. Everyone's going to want to see that. If it's the Chiefs and Saints, you're still going to want to see that because you're going to want to watch Patrick Mahomes and Drew Brees. Mm-hmm. Patriots or Saints, Patriots or Rams. Either one. I mean, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So this is one. I think last year it felt like we were so close of the Jaguars and Vikings, and
that would have been
Case Keenum versus Blake Bortles. That would have been awful.
Yes.
So this year it is so much better. So much. I'm more ready than ever.
Oh yeah.
For this Super Bowl. So, all right, guys. Hey, please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Like the video down below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, comment down on who you think is going to win. And thank you for watching, guys. Appreciate it.